Hi, everyone. Hopefully, there will be no more crashes. I've had to scrub the whole machine. What a few days it has been. That book, Betrayal. Oh, my goodness. Hi, Melinda. How are you, my dear? Oh. Hi, Uncover the News. How are you going, Kirsten? Kristen? Yeah, I can never remember if it's Kirsten or Kristen, but I do appreciate it every time you're stumping up with news stories. Hi, Marie Sutton. Oh wow. I'm not too bad, thank you. I'm going to be shortening my weekday readings to 2 hours, so Tuesdays and Thursday. I feel like I've been pushing a wee bit too hard, so Tuesdays and Thursdays are going to be 2 hours now. But otherwise, yeah. Wow. Hi, Greta. How are you? I've got applications to me to do things like that. And that goes with it. I love this. I picked this up at a garage sale the other day. Isn't it gorgeous? Cost me $1, but it's gorgeous. I love it. Discord, the V8 Tarot News Community Discord server. What the? I have no idea what that's about. Monkeypox infection in Maryland. Oh, that's nasty. That stuff, isn't it? Use debt ceiling to hold agenda hostage. I think there's going to be a showdown here soon. V. McConnell. Who's going to win? Trump v. McConnell. Hi, Sheila. How you going, my dear? I just got to send a quick email here. Okay. It's just important while I remember it. So sorry about that. You know, some things you go, oh, I've got to do it immediately, otherwise I'll forget. You're going good. That's great. Yeah, 115,000 new cases a day. Yeah. Mhm. Now, I have on my list, Paul Gosar was censured and he was removed from committee assignments. Beto O'Rourke has announced he's running for governor, which is good. We'll have a look at that. It's quite a ways out yet, but we'll have a look. Hi, Bronx Sage. The Ezra Cohen, the official at the Department of Defense, Flynn's pressuring him to seize ballots, and Powell with her wanting to send a group into Germany. Hi, Renee Rogers, how are you? Because she said Gina Haspel's been kidnapped, been injured in Germany and arrested, and she's over there with a server full of fake ballots. And he said, and she said, you have to send in an elite group into Germany to seize that server. He's like, what? So, are there going to be any repercussions for those two from those? Is it going to lead to investigations, repercussions down the line? Because this was in a book, and well, it's all probably true. The receipts. Do they have the receipts? Marjorie Taylor Greene. She won't be back after midterms. Will Marjorie MTJ or MTG midterms? The woman is hardly ever in a district. Hi, Marie Sutton. Who's Maliotakis? I've heard the name, but who is she again? I got a new mug. The Stig. James broke his favourite mug the other day. It's one we picked up at Universal Studios in Singapore, and it's a skipper. And he said, and it was his favourite mug, and he broke it. And he loved it anyway. And it was a good size for his coffee machine. So we went and picked up a couple more mugs. We just went to the Sally's, and he picked up this one. He said, this one might be good. I really like this one. And he picked up a smaller one, and it's got in gold lettering on it. It's very girly. It's leave room for dessert. It's a hot chocolate mug or something. So anyway, he picked it. I really like this one, he goes. So we got both of them, and the hot chocolate mug, it's perfect. So I got the Stig. So he's got the girly one, and I've got the Stig. Which is okay, because I love my baby. Hi, J Cat Lady. Yeah, so midterms. Will she get back in? You know what? I'm getting. Yes, she's a Republican. Mm. Hi, Human Generic. How are you? Did you get the email? I sent you with the 3-card reading, with the oracle reading. Will the Democrats be able to raise the debt ceiling? Oh, that's right. McConnell, Republicans voted for it a couple of months ago, and McConnell said, don't think you're going to be able to do this in December. The Republicans. Okay. Hi, Julie Saint. Oh, that's great. Hi, Grandmere D. Biden is going to sign it. Hi, Mr. Berry. How are you? Thank you. Police, federal law enforcement. Biden is expected to sign 3 pieces of bipartisan legislation, the support of police officers, the law enforcement community, and federal officials. Ah, Trudeau. Hi. Yeah. So Trudeau's pushing an agenda. Critical minerals continental supply chain. Yeah. Hmm. What's Boebert done now? Boebert refers to Jihad Squad in debate about video depicting the murder of. Whoa! She called Ilhan Omar the Jihad Squad member from Minnesota. That is so wrong. Okay, will she lose to Donald Valdez? At midterms. Okay. Yeah, the eclipse it's the next 3 days. We'll have a look at that too. Just the general atmosphere, the next 3 days in general. I might do oracle cards on that. The next 3 days. Anyway, getting up to 16 minutes. So let's have a look. Let's make a start on things, okay? Hey, baby. I love you. I love you, said the little, what is it? Little green man. Yeah, little green man. I love you. I love you, said the little green man. It's an old song. It's an old song from somewhere I learned it as a kid. I think in one of the school songbooks or something.
Let me get some coffee.
Oh, I love you.
Yeah, I know that one. So,
woohoo! You're ready to make the cover of a romance novel there? Okay, let's make a start on things. So I've done my prayers and everything. I did that. I do them every morning. And, for the day, whether I'm doing readings or not. So let's open up with the next 3 days. Okay, the next 3 days. We'll go Queen of the Moon Oracle. That seems like an appropriate deck. So today, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So Thursday the 18th, Friday the 19th, Saturday the 20th. Pre and post the full moon. Hi, Linda B. Hi, Joe G. Cornyn, that's the one. I always get him mixed up with Ron Johnson for some reason. Yet they don't. Senator Cornyn in Texas says GOP might not run someone against Sinema in 2024. Why? Why run a candidate against someone who's doing so much for your party? Yeah. So let's have a look. So I'm using the Queen of the Moon Oracle deck by Stacey DeMarco. I'm going to do a fan. Hi, Apple. Hi, Michelle Peterson. Hi, Michael Dow. Grandma D. Okay, so I've got the deck. Yeah. 1, 18, 19. Yeah. So what's 72 plus 12? 84 over the next 84 hours because of time differences and all that. So 18th, darkness, long night moon, darkness. The 19th, pleasure, the wanting gibbous moon, 2. Oh, look at this card. Is that organic or what? Wow. And the 20th, wisdom, wanting gibbous moon 6. Wow. So it's definitely pleasure, revelations, darkness, feeling darkness. I can flirt on my husband. I can flirt with my husband, can't I? Hi, Catherine Stubbs. Oh, look.
You'll have to wait until the painkillers
Catherine,
kick in and the vertigo recedes.
Okay. Thank you for that. Hi, Catherine Stubbs. Look, look, I know about blood sugar crashing. I had that yesterday morning. I meant to grab something to eat before we went out, and I forgot. And after our second stop, I was so bad. James grabbed me something from Woolies before we even got home to eat.
That's doing well.
Yeah. So, hi, Renee. Renee.
Oh,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So let's see. Darkness. When is the full moon? Is it on the 19th? Is the eclipse going to be able to be seen anywhere, or is it just in the northern hemisphere? No, it's tomorrow night, yeah. Waxing gibbous. So it's a believe it or not, the waxing gibbous, it's on 18, card 18, but it's in the position for the 20th. So it's sort of like it's in the position for the 19th, sorry. Then we've got darkness. It's sort of like the long dark night of the soul, the poor little bunny looking at the looking at the pathway ahead of him. So it feels like it got a long journey. Let's have a look at what the book says. So page 40. You're entering a time of introversion, a leaner time, or a time to turn inwards to plan and strategize. It is this time to do shadow work, which will bring big dividends later on. Releasing what no longer works for you. The darkness needs to be there as much as the light does. Absolutely. Very true. You do need the darkness. It's really important. You know, we both have two sides to ourselves. And this is a good time to... Oh, you're kidding. Poor Gosar got censured and removed from committee assignments because of that video he sent with him depicting him killing AOC and then threatening the president. Minutes after the censure, he's retweeted the damn thing. Yeah, it's a blood moon, isn't it? Yeah. So yeah. In nature, there are many nocturnal animals that go about business of living under the moon, not the sun. In the Northern Hemisphere, the long night moon usually occurs in December around the winter solstice. So it feels like you're coming out of a long night. So this is, we've been in a long night, and this is when the nights are indeed long and the hours of sunshine short. It's time to undertake some self-reflection, identify what isn't working for us and what might be causing us pain. This could be bad habits, destructive patterns, recurring useless fear, or anything that holds us back from being the best we can be. Once we see these aspects of ourselves in the dark, we can simply decide whether they must go. We can decide to release them once and for all. It's a good time to transform. So here you go. No, it's a good time to transform. The beaver moon, yeah, partial lunar eclipse. Yeah, this is like card 39 in this set is the beaver moon. So the card before this was the beaver moon. You can create your own destiny, be industrious, but it's like, yeah, so we're looking at now, today, the 18th, the day before the full moon. It's a good time to really reflect on what we're allowing to influence our lives, the darker things, and how we can address them. Whether it's sometimes you need some darkness so that the light, sometimes to see the light, you need to go down into the darkness. But it's then the light's more of a guide. What do I need to shed that's dark about myself? What bad habits and all that? It's a good time to really think about those things. Anyway, so that's this card. Okay, the second one. This is for the 19th. It's card 18. So this is card 40, right? On the 18th, which is one card after the Beaver Moon card, which is card 39. Okay. Very interesting. Now, this is the card for the 19th, which is card 18. And it is a waxing gibbous moon. So, but this is a wanting gibbous moon. It's not waxing. So it's a bit of the opposite. And it is pleasure. I mean, look at this. It's like, wow, it really does speak of transformation in pleasure and change. Look at the butterflies. The butterflies change, transformation. Yeah. So we'll go back to card 18. So it's real, wow, Pleasure. Are you taking life too intensively or seriously? The time has come to call in the pleasures of life. Seek lightheartedness at this time. Focus on what would make you happy. Schedule in activities you find pleasurable. Now, Remember the darkness. Time to shed all that darkness, because that's blocking you from doing things, from really living life to the full, and from taking pleasure in life. So having shed all the dark stuff, you can really start to once again take pleasure in life. It feels like coming to an end to a dark period too. So can once again start laughing, start having fun, start taking pleasure in life. It's like having been released of a burden that's been crushing on our chest. The light burst out from us. I'd love to see your cards. And can you send me information, Melinda, on that project you're working with, the card thing? Are you making them for somebody else? What's it all about? I'd really like to know. There are a lot of ways in which I'm totally not artistic, but there's other ways in which I am. So, yeah. So it's like take pleasure in it's like a new beginning. It's happening, and it's going to be the start of a really transformative time for everybody. The eclipse. Okay, and then the 20th, we've got wisdom, the wanting gibbous moon 20. Look at this. She's riding on a sea in a fog, but it's like she's used her knowledge to rise above all of that, or she's gained knowledge to rise above it and see a clear celestial sky. Yes, Melinda, you should. Bug, bug, bug. And this is not just going to be a move into pleasure. This is not just going to be about shedding the dark and learning to and letting in the light. It's also going to be about taking lessons from the dark time and letting them enhance our life in the future. Reviewing the lessons from the dark time and really just letting them sit and wander through your mind and then think. That's how I work a lot. I will look at, with the lessons I've been preparing, I will go and look at so many different resources. And then I think, I'll do my research and stuff. And then I'll think, how am I going to present this? What structure am I going to use? What way in which I do this? And then I just let it all sit in my brain and sit back and relax. And then bam, I have a real idea of how I'm going to do it. Hi, Boho in Mexico. It's never easy. It's never easy to shed darkness and allow in light. It can be, sometimes darkness can be comforting, and the light can just make your head ache. So it can be scary. It can be scary. I like the darkness. It keeps me safe. Somebody said, I was reading or watching something and they said, I like the pain. It reminds me of who I am. You don't have to forget who you are or forget the lessons you've learned. You've just got to shed the negative energy that comes from them. Because if you've learned something good, then positives come out of negative. Anyway, so we're going to come after, there's going to be a collective feeling of, hey, we're wiser. we've learned so much in the last couple of years about us, about human nature, about in the last few years about what constitutes good and bad, and how the grey can be much murkier than we had. Oh, sweetness. Prayers, Boho in Mexico. Almost, yeah. No, I was watching a quiz show yesterday, and they had a musical thing. It's called Only Connecting. You have to find out, and you have to figure out how these things are all connected. And one of them was the theme song to The Littlest Hobo. And I remember watching that as a kid. And now when I hear it and I think about that song and that dog, and I always cry because it's just this doggy making his way across. He's on his own, but he helps so many people, and you really want him to find a home. And it's about caring, and don't feel ashamed of that. After the Living, I haven't heard that song. I'll have to look it up. But yeah, never feel ashamed for After the Loving. Yeah, I have heard it, but not in a long time. They make you think of something good or show that you care. The tears are fine. Okay, let's get on with this. The 20th, wisdom, and it's the wanting gibbous moon. Sorry, waxing is before the full moon. Wanting is after. So let's see. 22, card 22. Wisdom. Wisdom is more than mere knowledge. There may be something you aren't seeing and need to research more thoroughly. Wisdom is gathered, but it takes time to learn. Learn from your experience. You might wish to ask the opinion of a mentor if you are uncertain. You know, we can come through this. It's like we knew so little, and we still got so much more to learn. But reviewing all the things, how much didn't we know a few years ago? How much do we know now? So okay, I love this. Stacey DeMarco, she says the getting of wisdom takes time usually, and we can be impatient for it. We might cut corners and not see the role we take in our own poor decision making. Again, review, clarity about the roles we've played. Okay. She says, to me, though, as modern people, we have a millennia of wisdom to assist us. Human history has some very wise people starring in it, and some not so wise. So we have plenty of examples from which to learn. Gathering wiser people around us is, in fact, one of the wisest things anyone can do. We cannot always know it all. And a wise mentor or friend can not only save us from poor decision, but we also demonstrate how to be wise if we aren't quite there yet. Okay. And she also writes, it's often said that the body has its own innate wisdom. If healthy, it just knows what to do and does not and does what it needs to keep us alive and moving without thinking too much about it. And as with our bodies, we have an innate reasoning system, intuition, that allows us to get answers and receive information without conscious thinking. It's that feeling or hunch of information or insight that is just there. So we reviewed our past and we're letting new things in. But that doesn't mean we know it all. It's like we're going to be heading into a new cycle of learning as well. So there's so much more for us to learn. We are so much wiser than we were, but we are not as wise as we could be. So opening ourselves up, not just with fun, not just to fun and to lightheartedness, but we're also opening ourselves up to learning more, living more. Yeah. So these are the free cards. Darkness, Pleasure and Wisdom. From the Queen of the Moon Oracle by Stacey DeMarco. Okay. That took a bit longer than I thought. You can write out your intentions. Yeah. Oh, there are some songs I blubber every time. It is like just, yeah. That's an email, I think, or a text. I have to check. Oh, thank you, Melinda. I have different noises for different things, and sometimes I just need to check. Okay. What's next? So we've moved on from looking at the next 3 days, which I thought would be nice to open with something different. Okay, so I said he's been censured. He's immediately retweeted this thing again. Is there going to be immediate repercussions? Are there going to be more repercussions for poor Ghost? Because he's immediately gone out and retweeted this thing. It's like, well, you can't do anything else to me. It's being defiant, and it's going to test McCarthy. I do feel like he's retweeted this twice. I do feel like he is under investigation by authorities because of this. Will there be any further repercussions in the House? Because he's like, well, you can't censure me twice, and you've taken me off my committees. What else can you do? Well, they could expel you, buddy. That's what they could do. But I still don't think the Republicans would be up to that. But will there be any more repercussions for poor Gozer in the House having retweeted this damn thing again? Judgment. They have to come down hard and immediate. Hard and immediate. He's probably still in the House. probably still in session. Secret ballot. Oh. I just got secret ballot. There might be a call. Yeah, immediately he went out immediately and he retweeted this. I think they might have to. If it's done in secret, he might get expelled. I think they might feel like they might have to vote to expel him, whether he will be or not. Legacy. Yeah, they have to do something. They cannot continue to let this happen. It might fail, but if they bring a vote to expel him, it's because if these nut jobs are allowed to continue to get away with things like that, yes, he lost his committee assignments, but he's like, well, what else can you do to me? It's going to lead to a couple of the next 20 years. It's going to have a lot of disruptive people in the houses who it's going to leave a bad legacy. You know, a bad legacy. They might have to make it I don't know if they can do secret ballot, you know. Fines? Oh. Yeah, could be fines. Could be fines. Yes. I'd say so. Is he going to be? What's on the bottom? He's smug. He's feeling really, really smug. You can't do anything else for me. It can certainly be fine. They haven't stopped hitting him with that. So he's really feeling smug. Like they can't do anything else to me. They've only taken me off my assignment. Oh, there's a big change coming for him. And we've got 3 high impact cards here, and these are, look, they're immediate. There's a big change coming. He is really, really put himself in a very insecure situation. And yes, there are going to be fines. Hi, Ron. How are you? I'm not sure what the process. Yeah. Oh, the Empress. This is abundance. I feel like this should be reversed. Lack of abundance. I do feel like he is definitely going to be losing out. This is just even too much for the people. It's like, yeah, will they expel him? Or they might expel him. They might feel that they have no choice. Another question I'm going to ask. I'll move the smug card from the bottom. Will he be indicted? Will he be charged? Got the 4 of Swords, a need for peace. Healing has to start. Yeah, he needs help. He needs mental help. Oh, definitely. He is delusional. He needs help. He needs mental health help, and he's delusional. It's like he's slipping over there. I'm just like giggle, giggling with suspension. Definitely. Can you suspend someone for a while at least? Mental health. He's going to have to be sent for mental health evaluation, I think. His momentum paused. Is he in legal trouble? Oh, yeah. Page of Pentacles, disruption. Yeah, his actions will come back to bite him. Yeah. He's definitely got some legal issues coming up too. Hi, Helen Sweet. Oh, don't you insult our national spread. Vegemite is yum. Oh, Vegemite's one of the best things ever. Helen Sweet, how could you say that? It's not pretty to look at, but yummy. Problem is, some people put a whole heap on it, like a whole lot. I like a less is more approach. So if you put it on really thick, you're going to go, oh. But if you put it on like maybe half a teaspoon over the bread, you'll be really different. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how that works. This is a double standard. Why is this a double standard? Oh, is Lauren Boebert going to be censured for her comments? They have to do it. They have to start doing it, and they have to start doing it quickly. Yeah. Is Lauren Boebert going to get censured for her comments and removed from her committee assignments? He'll never get that gavel, no. Consequences. There's certainly some fines coming up for her. She's doing it to stand out. Gosa is getting too much attention for Lauren Boebert. She wants to stand out more. But there are going to be consequences. I think she'll be fined. Support. There's support possibly for a censure. She might get censured as well. I don't know if the Sergeant of Arms can remove him. Is it Wyoming or Wisconsin? Anyway, one of them did, yeah. Well, they won't acknowledge her as a Republican. New Republican. You know, when I heard that, she's like, fine, it's time for new Republicans. Yeah. Okay, let's move on. Beto O'Rourke has announced that he is going to run for governor of Texas. How will that go? Let's have a look. This is the same deck, but it's got the keywords and it's got reversals. So let's have a look here. Guides of the highest truth and compassion. Please give me some clarity, insight, and objectivity in reading on Beto O'Rourke's. Bid to become governor of Texas. Let's have a look at what the picture is for him. I'll do a small 5-carder here, okay? Well, it's 8 really because I have 4. Yeah. It's the Tower reversed. So the same in a lesser degree, also oppression, imprisonment, tyranny. So this Tower is misery, distress, ruin, indigence, adversity, calamity, disgrace, and deception. So I think this is why he's running. So it's time to sort of blow the top of some things, but, you know, to lessen the indigence, to lessen adversity in the state, to, lessen these things. He's, get rid of them ultimately. But he feels like the state is about to implode, I think, and he's needed. He's needed. Okay, so yeah, he's needed. He's challenged. Movement, fast-paced change, action, alignment, air travel. His challenge is going to be keeping up the energy, because he's going to be everywhere. Look at him when he was running for the Senate. He was everywhere. He's going to be all over that state. He's, and it's going to be just keeping up. He should be moving on. Personal setbacks, self-forgiveness, moving on. He he's like, really, it is time to pick up and move on. So he's taken that advice, and he feels like Texas needs to move on as well. I haven't watched any of the videos or interviews with him, but the advice here and the next business is moving on. So he's announced it. It's time to keep going. He still has some regrets, and he still has some disappointment from Cruz beating him. So he's got to just shed that last little bit. At the base of this reading, multiple priorities, time management, prioritization, and adaptability. So he's going to need all of that. So he's not going to have any time for clinging to things that would normally have set him back. So he's not going to have time for setbacks or self-sabotaging thoughts or whatever, or yeah, I think he feels like he let Texas down by not winning, but he didn't. So he's got to forgive himself on that, because there's so much stuff to do. His outcomes: teamwork, collaboration, learning, and implementation. He's got so much he's going to be working on, and he's going to definitely have a good team. He's going to have a good team, and that teamwork is going to pay off. He's got to be careful about conflict and disagreements, but he is definitely, it's going to be a very tight competition, and he's got to don't go to the winning at all cost strategy. So it's going to be really, really tight competition. I don't see defeat in this card, even though that's one of the keywords here. They don't all apply in a situation. I see the competition really tight, but he cannot go with the winning at all cost strategy. Celebration. Public rejoice. Light, truth, the unraveling of involved matters, and public rejoice. Ta-da! I think it's going to be tight race. He'll have defeat in some areas, but in others he's going to win enough. I do think he's going to win. So, yeah, that's Beto O'Rourke's run for governor. text message. Sorry, I have to check it. I have to check it. Family members in, you know, other places and stuff. Not a text message. Oh, it's a notification, yeah, from a new app. God, that's annoying. That's my text message thing. So, yeah. Question, please. Use legislation on Monday that would decriminalise marijuana. Will it get through at a federal level? The legislation on decriminalising marijuana, a new financial or career opportunity, financial and abundance, inner conflict avoidance, tension release. This could release some tension because it's something that I think it would be popular with Democrats as well. It is an opportunity. They can get a lot more financial gain from marijuana if it's not illegal and you can buy it in shops for decent prices. What are the corner guys going to do and stuff? Resilience College, test of faith, boundaries. There's going to have to be some boundaries with the amount that they can have on them and stuff. But no, that's not. Yeah, test of faith and test of boundaries. I think it could go through. I don't think it's an altogether bad thing. Yeah, because decriminalisation would allow states and tribes to be free of the federal law enforcement. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, will there be investigations of Trump properties overseas? Yes. So, yeah, I think it'll go through, actually. Will there be investigations into Trump properties overseas? Let's have a look. Sorry, hit the wrong thing. Yeah, the debt ceiling. Okay, let's have a look at that. Thank you, Deborah O'Neill. I do have that written down, but I'll do it now. Don't want to forget. Will the debt ceiling get raised without any Republicans? Possibly. There is some confusion there. I want to know. Knight of Swords. So we've got 7 of Cups, confusion, and 10 of Cups, generational legacies. 5 of Wands, which is a no. 5 of Pentacles, which is a no. So we've got a maybe, a yes, and a yes and a maybe with the 9 of Pentacles, sitting pretty, autonomy. They and the Knight, which is a maybe. On top of the 7 of Cups and it's the end of a cycle with the 10, this support with the 3 of Cups. On the 2 5s, the no cards, we've got Pentacles, not going anywhere. Negotiation, no, it won't, not without it will need some Republican support to go through. Okay. It might get through on its own, but I think that's quite a small chance. But I think no, it would probably need a few Republicans to come on board. There's a small chance it might, but probably not. Hi, Marie Henson. What made you out, Marie? Senate GOP threatens to block the defence bill. Oh, that'd be right. Build back better. Will it pass? Will build back better pass this Friday? Is that in the House, Joe? The Build Back Better? Will it move forward? Okay. Will it move forward and pass? Tower. Hierophant. Ace of Swords. Ace of Wands, energy. It's certainly a threat that it could be toppled down at this, but I think they might work out a last-minute deal, an offer. Yeah, I think it will. It will advance forward, and it'll be a bit of a surprise. But only if they have to make a concession or something. Pot. Oh. Yeah, okay. Will there be an investigation into Trump's overseas properties? I think Scotland is doing that. Okay. Will there be investigations into Trump's overseas properties? Well, there's definitely, this isn't a cut, but there's definitely something he cannot, he thinks he's gotten away with some things, but there's a couple of things that are still hanging over him. So he thinks there's not going to be, but there are definitely support for that. Overindulgence as well. Again, offer he doesn't want, or things not being able to stay as they are. Let's have a look. Another layer in the center. Oh, there he is. Yeah, the Trump org. There's the Trump org. They thought that they'd gotten away with a lot, but there's some things that, with regard to their properties. We're looking at the properties. On top of the support card, there is the tower. Yes, there's definitely support for investigations, and some of these investigations are going to really, really play a big part in the implosion of the Trump org. What's on top of the Four of Cups? Sorry. Hello. Frickin', I hate that. See, I keep the phone near me because I have an elderly mother. And, she's had falls and stuff. She's had a rough year with her health and some falls in the last year. So that's why I keep it close. And I check text and I check things like that. But I really hate it when you get, that is, a nuisance call. The Four of Wands. 2 4s. The Four of Wands. Home, minor celebration. Moving on. Narrative and order. Yeah. On top of the Seven of Swords, thought he got away with it, but he hasn't. Hi, Deb. And the Trump organization. Ta-da! The devil. Pay the devil his due. Materialism. Yeah, there's definitely a downfall coming there, especially with the tower in there. There's definitely investigations underway. Possibly even investigating together. I got Interpol possibly. Be interesting if Interpol were investigating. I'll ask that question. On top of the Three of Cups, the support in the tower, the moon, hidden obstacles, things coming to light, lies and deceptions coming to light. They're both fine, thank you. And that includes hubby. He's okay. Yeah, he's still got months and months ahead of pain until this recurrence, until he's back, hopefully strengthens. It's never going to be strengthened enough for him to work again, but yeah. Ace of Cups, overflowing emotion. Have a look at the numbers situation. Is there anything for 2 4s? No. Nope. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Cartomancy. So, yeah, I'm just going to ask a question because Interpol popped into my mind. Interpol investigating the Trump org. Is Interpol investigating Trump org? I think what I'm going to do with the phone is I'm going to change the tone for my family so that if it's a member of my family calling, there's a specific tone. So, like for my oldest sister who is in the same town as Mum, I'll change the phone for her, the ringtone, so I know it's her. Yeah. The rumple butt munch. Is Interpol investigating Trump org? Right to the highest truth and compassion. Is Interpol investigating the Trump and the Trump organisation? I just thought I'd ask. Rumple butt munch, okay. Hi, Michelle, my bell. 3. The results. The Queen of Swords, definitely legal there. Judgment. Queen of Cups. Well, that's a maybe, but that's definitely a yes. Russia. Hi, Jay. The High Priestess. I think yes, they are. Consequences. They're assessing money. The Page of Swords. Industrial episode. Industrial espionage on a large scale. Queen of Wands is definitely the investigator. It's got 3 queens there. I wonder what the book says about that. No, things dressed up as they shouldn't be, overflowing. Yeah. Helpful female friends. 3 queens. This is from this book here. It's got a couple of pages on card combinations, and it's just if you've got 1, 2, 3, you know, some of them have 2 to 4, some of them only have 3 and 4, and what they can mean, what the significance of those are. Yeah, I do feel like they are investigating. I think they've been asked to investigate by a few countries. Yeah, I reckon they are. Definitely at least 3 countries I think have requested it. Where is it? 3 queens, 3 people. Yeah. Oh my goodness. 3 times in the hand. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Melinda. Oh my goodness. Oh, all prayers for the mother of Melinda's friend, a friend who got bitten in. Healing energy 3 times by something. That's dangerous. That's bad. Okay, what else can we have a look at? Might take a quick. Oh, I so want to look at this too, but we'll take a quick. We might take a quick veer away from politics for a couple of minutes, and then I want to have a look at pressure. The thing about Ezra Cohen, which is caused by Flynn and Powell to pressure him into doing things. But what do you reckon we can have a little read on? Just something a little bit, out of the way. I've done the next 3 days with the full moon. What do you mean anti-venom shot is 30,000? I don't understand. Yes, I did a reading on that earlier, Marie. Snakes. Oh, I cannot do snakes. Oh. So I thought we might do a little bit of read on something a little bit fun. The shot for the $30,000. So they need the venom. I don't know how it works. Oh my God. So if they have the venom, they can work out if she needs a shot. I don't know. Anyway, she's not in the public domain, and so I'd like to be able to read and see if she's going to be okay, but she's not in the public domain. She's a private individual, and so let's just hope she'll be okay. Okay, they can make the remedy at the hospital. Will Americans become more unified? That is a great question. That really is a great question. Yeah, so if they get it wrong. I've got a great deck here. It's the Dreamland Tarot deck by Kate Kenia Boutique, and it uses the art of Hans Zatka, who was born in 1859 and died in 1945. Beautiful deck. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Renee Rogers' question. Will Americans become more Oh, that's cool. Will Americans become more unified? 10 of Wands. It is not going to be an easy journey. People have to take responsibility for their own actions. So it's going to be stressful. It's going to be hard. But at the end, it is success at the end. So this is the burden. So yes, but people have to take responsibility for their own actions. Good. Excellent. Yeah. Oh, that's what I want to do here. So it will be a struggle, because so many people have just vacated their own personal responsibility and their own values, really. Three of Wands. There is room for growth and expansion and creativity. But the challenge is getting some people to accept that. The growth is not a bad thing. Expansion is not a bad thing. And that coming to a resolution on something doesn't mean necessarily giving up everything. Oh, there certainly needs to be more responsibility on part of representatives as well. The Six of Swords. But the good news is that there is going to be a movement soon towards that. But it's still going to be a bit of a rocky transition. Okay? But there's movement towards that. This is the Three of Wands. Okay, so this is the Ten of Wands. Talking helps. More talking to each other can release some of the burden. And, you know, moving on from fears of expansion and growth and what it means, and getting through some of the bigotry about people with expansion, you know, letting foreigners in and stuff like that. Hi, Tara F. Hi, Crazy Cat Lady Farley. Six of Swords. So this is the Six of Swords. So it is moving forward. There is already momentum towards this, but it's not necessarily always going to be an easy thing. There's going to be some rough waters ahead. Hi to everyone who's in the chat, who's not watching, who's in the chat, who's watching, who's not in the chat. Sorry. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate your support. And to everyone who watches later, thank you. Remember, a thumbs up. At the base of this reading, you've got the Wheel of Fortune. Destiny, destination, karma. Things cannot stand as they are within the United States. There is change coming. Okay. Okay. So there's a change coming, and you can either be part of it or not, but it is coming. No, Marie Henson, he immediately after that, he retweeted that video. Three of Pentacles, teamwork, talent recognition. Yes, and some resolution. So yes, I do feel like one more ultimate. Eight of Pentacles, dedication, development, and passion. Yep. Definitely. I do feel that America's going to come through this. But it's not going to be easy. And even though they're all minor arcana, it's still going to take time. Okay. The Ten of Wands is also, it's a signifier that this cycle is coming towards an end as well. But it's still going to take work in the future. Will Puerto Rico ever become a state? I'll have a look at that. Yeah. Yeah. Is it a good thing, or I think it's all change. Not all change is bad, and it's got to be acceptance of that. And I do think it's going to be a change for the better. It was upright, so yeah. Okay. Will Puerto Rico ever become a state? Five of Cups, disappointment, loss, grief. Four of Swords, rest, break, restoration. Nine of Pentacles. That is luxury, prosperity, reward. That's also a card of autonomy. So we're starting off loss, a bit of disappointment. Then rest, break, restoration. Growth, creativity, expansion. It's really been disappointed with the way in which the US has dealt with their loss and their grief over the last few years. They're looking at opportunity to grow and expand. So take a rest, this devil. Temptation, abuse, and addiction. So temptation, abuse, addiction. They've got a lot of things that need to be addressed. So I think they're going to take a break and address those within themselves. Six of Cups, memories, healing, and restoration on top of that. That's gorgeous, isn't it? On top of the Nine of Pentacles, the card of autonomy, decision, choice, stalemate. They feel like they're at a stalemate at the moment. Expansion, Ten of Pentacles, inheritance, tradition, comfort. Again, the end of a cycle, an inheritance, a right, really, authority, security, and ambition. Yeah, I think they will eventually, but it's still a while away. I think they might have to play hardball with the US a bit and say, you know, we're small, but we're mighty. You know, we don't have to be chained to you. You know how in the traditional cards, so it's facing the devil head on. Matt Gaetz, yeah, I was going to have a look at him the other day. So I do think eventually it will happen, but not for a little while yet. They're a territory at the moment, but they could say, well, you know, if you're not going to grant us statehood, let's have a look and see what we can find. See how we could maybe go about nationhood. Yeah, let's see. But yeah, I think so. Matt Gaetz, oh, that person. Is he getting, what's going to happen with Matt Gaetz? I'll do this, Matt Gaetz, and then I'll go back and look at those two, Flynn and what's her name? the Kraken lady. Yeah, possibly there was a 10 in there. So, yeah. They're going to have to show their teeth a little bit and say, hey, we don't need to be chained to you. So they're going to be working in the next few years, I think, on expanding contacts and businesses and looking at what natural resources they have and deals they can do with other countries, expanding within themselves. And, yeah, and then maybe saying, well, you know, you can give us proper representation or we can just stand there on our own 2 feet now. So they're going to be working really, really hard in Puerto Rico over the next few years. Okay, let's see. Matt Gates. Queen of Rods. He's going to end up in the poo with the house. That Kyle Rittenhouse internship crack was not good. Oh, debate. Five of Rods, challenge for him. He loves stirring conflict. He loves stirring things up. But that's going to start being a challenge for him because he's just been, oh, what's ahead of him? It's heartbreak, betrayal, real disappointment. Just not be prepared. Be prepared for things not to go your way. What's at the base of this? The Fool. There is, definitely an issue about his freedom at the base of this with the white rose in the Fool's hand. But there's also the bundle here represents accumulated knowledge. The investigators. I think this might also be they are ready to step forward and take the next step, the investigators. Page of Swords. Disappointing you. 10 of Rods. He's definitely going to have to carry a burden and the end of a cycle. Yeah, Queen of Swords, step forward and answer for your actions. King of Rods. I'd like to say it's compassionate and victorious, but it's not. It's you might have to end up making a deal. Yeah, he will. Scheming. The King of Rods reversed is a very scheming, untrustworthy person. So he'll turn, yeah, and make a deal. Yeah. What will happen the day huge evidence is presented? Uncovering news. Two of Pentacles. It's like Trump's going to drop the ball completely. He's not going to be able to manipulate it. You can eat it on crackers. You can eat it on bread. And the trick to eating it is not to slap it on thick. Okay. Yeah. Trump's going to drop the ball. He's not going to be able to manipulate things like he has in the past. Whew. Whoa. Everything's going to be turned upside down for the GOP. It's going to turn the GOP upside down. The Hierophant. The cross keys, responsibility. They're no longer going to be able to, it's going to upset the doctrine that the election was stolen and all that. It's just going to throw it out the window, and it's going to firmly place that responsibility onto the chief indoctrinator. What will happen? The rule of law. Stability will return. Hanged man. It's like there's going to be like a period of disbelief and suspension around the country for a while. There's going to be so many people who are like, I can't believe it. It's going to be suspended belief. It's going to take time for things to sink in. So in some areas, it's just going to be like the day the earth stood still for a bit. Like it's all people are going to talk about for a good couple of days. Confines. They'll start handing down indictments. Yes, he did. That's one of the reasons he's being investigated. Yeah. Two of rods. Everyone's finally going to have the big picture, the whole picture with the globe. Ace of rods, the energy that is going to erupt around the country after a bit of a pause. It's going to be, whoa. Queen of Cups. It's going to take a really calming, soothing voice. People, it's going to be a need to calm people. But healing will be able to start because they'll let go of the devil. So there's going to be some real healing being able to start. Nine of rods, but that doesn't mean that it's the end. It's like we've got all your reserves ready, and people are going to go on. There's going to be vigilance around the place because some people just are not going to be happy about this. So there's a real build-up of energy. The global picture will have been taken out. It's going to be a change. It's going to be a total end for Trump. Overflowing emotion. Page of Cups. Going to inspire celebration. But you've really still got to be vigilant because some people are not going to take it well. There's still going to be a need for vigilance. Some people who are still tied to that indoctrination and just will not believe it. So, yeah, especially if Trump is indicted. Make no mistake. the GOP are working with they'll have stuff put before a grand jury very, very quickly. Okay. I want to go back to Powell, that's her name. Mike Flynn and Sydney Powell. Is there going to be any legal consequences? I mean, eventually. I do feel there's going to be investigations, but will they be facing indictment further down the track? Down the track. Sorry. The Fed's got him on tape twice. Well, yeah. Will they be facing indictment further down the track? Did it get further down the road for their actions? Ezra Cohen in trying to get Ezra Cohen to do this. So Michael Flynn. I am. Confinement. The Lovers, a deal. Seven of Cups, confusion. Choices. It's all about choices. Ten of Pentacles. I asked if Michael Flynn was going to face indictment over this stuff that came out in the book down the road. The Lovers, commitment, deal. He thinks he can get away with it. He's committed to he's committed to this cause. He really thinks that the US should be a military dictatorship. He really does. He's not going to be able to get away with things. But this is interesting, the 10. His family, it's going to just him, his actions especially, possibly his brothers as well. I got this again previously. There's going to be a couple of generations that are really going to feel like some of them might even change their names and move away because just not being able to, that association is going to leave a nasty legacy for this family and possibly end any military career prospects for a long time in that family. They're going to suffer. 5 of Swords, yeah, defeat, and felt it was an abuse of power. Yeah, this is his effort. Seize ballots to renew Trump. 8 of Cups, abandonment. Oh, Trump's going to abandon him. He's definitely got a change coming. He could have. He's got choices to make, but if the choices he makes are not good ones, he's got a change coming. And he's not going to be able to stop it. I do think he's going to be indicted. Yeah. You can email me if you want a reading. You can email me if you want lessons. Sydney Powell telling him to send, urging him to send. I don't think, I can't see her facing, I don't think it's going to be legal, but I do think she's, yeah, he clearly and wisely thought she was off a rocker. 6 of Rods, the Fool. Her freedom is, there's going to be, conflict and debate. Page of Swords. I don't think she's, I have said before, I do feel that she has a lot of problems. I don't think she's going to end up in jail, and that might disappoint a lot of people, but there's so much more to her. It's like, she is going to lose more, but she needs support more than anything. She might end up, well, here's the 7 of Swords. She's not going to get away completely with what she's been doing. There might be some legal ramifications, but there's a much bigger picture here with regard to her. We've got 2 global cards. Stability, support to attain stability. Support of Trump lies. Defeat. She got a couple of the same cards that Flynn did, but I still don't feel her going to jail. I feel like more like she is going to face some consequences, make no doubt about it. I think this is the thing that's going to really cost her law license completely. I also think she might need help. I think she might be sent for psychiatric assessment. Page of Cups. Yeah, emotional instability. Hi, Sandra Henderson. I've read on that the next 3 days with the eclipse. I read that. I opened up with that. So if you want to see that, you can have a look. Murdoch calls on Trump to move on. The past is the past. Oh, very interesting. Will DC ever be its own state? Do a quick read on that one. Will DC ever be its own state? And then I kind of have a look at that Murdoch thing. Will Washington DC become a state? It's not up on the agenda, They certainly don't like it, and they're disappointed. Again, I think it will at some stage, but it's still got a ways to go. Yeah, I did Puerto Rico earlier. Thank you, Michelle Mabel. Conflict debate. Feels like being isolated. Yeah, I think it will. Possibly before Biden term has finished. So, yeah. DC a little bit sooner than somebody asked a question. Just going back. Nothing wrong with saying prayers to angels. Oh, the Murdoch thing. The Murdoch thing. Yes, definitely. Got to look at that. Just while I check that. I'll have to change that to protect from families as well. Hopefully. Murdoch telling Trump, move on. The past is the past. He's been told, if you want to keep your broadcasting license, not just in America, but the UK and possibly Australia, he's getting pressure from 3 governments. So, is Fox News going to tamp down? So, Murdoch has told, yeah, he's definitely being told, yeah, this has got to stop or you're going to lose your broadcast licenses. And there'll be fines, not just thousands of dollars in fines, hundreds of millions of dollars. Who object to? Hi, Renee D. How are you? And I said I'd make it 2 hours, but I'll keep going for a while. Okay. Oh, okay. Let's see. Murdoch. His broadcasting license has been threatened. Oh, it's all about money. Yep. It is definitely, Murdoch is out in the cold. He's definitely being told things will be so much more difficult. He's out in the cold. Financially, fines, all sorts of things. Night, Sandra Henderson. Thank you for joining us. The Empress. I'm not going to look at it, guys. I'm not going to look at it. Okay? Who's this? The prosecution or the defense? Anyway, you know, I don't read on trials that are underway, so yeah, out in the cold, abundance is threatened. Page of Wands. The Hierophant, definitely government saying this indoctrination shit has got to stop. Fox is being sued by Dominion. 6 of Coins. Imbalanced justice. Yeah. And court cases. Knight of Wands. Temperance. Okay. Take the opportunity to present a more fair and balanced thing. Yeah, that's why he's told Trump to move on. The past is the past. The other question I'm going to say is are they going to get rid of some of these opinion hosts? Are they going to tell the opinion host, you pull your head in, you start telling the truth, you stop with the big lie. If you don't, we'll have to get rid of you. So, does this mean Tucker Carlson, Sean Hannity, Janine Perrow, and are there? We'll do 3 cards for each. Tucker Carlson. Is Fox going to get rid of him if he doesn't drop the shit? Yeah, global picture. The world. It's the end of one journey for him, the start of another. Look at that. That is gorgeous. Ooh, fast actions coming back to bite him on the butt. He's going to be told, yep. Ace of Cups. What's the Ace of Cups there? Oh, walk away. Ooh, he's going to have to walk away. Abandonment. Yep. The Ace of Cups, singularity. He will not stop it. He will not stop it. So he's going to have to walk away. I think he's going to get fired. Sean Hannity. Opportunity. Is he going to be smart and take the opportunity to keep his job? Judgment. Wake up and smell the roses, buddy. The Moon. Lies and deceptions. Out in the cold. 5 of Cups. No, he's not going to do it. He's going to be told the same thing. This is the opportunity. You want to keep your job. You wake up, you smell the roses, you start doing the right thing. Stop it. But no, he's going to continue on with the lies. He's out too. Janine Perot. Start telling the truth. Knight of Wands. Untrustworthy. Nah, she's going to keep trying to tell it as well. She's not. She's going to keep trying to get away with telling the lie. Hi, MK Karen. King of Cups. Is that Lachlan who's taking over Fox? Page of Swords, disappointing news. She's in for some disappointing news. She might not lose her job, but she's not going to be happy with the news that she gets. They might move her to a deaf now time slot. Yeah. Yeah, Lachlan's, yeah. Because he's going to bring the hammer down. Lachlan's going to bring the hammer down. I think they've possibly been given a week, maybe. But there's definitely two of them out the door. What about Laura Ingraham? Okay, well, we'll have a look at Laura Ingraham as well. Laura Ingraham, she's a shocker, isn't she? Laura Ingraham, 2 of Cups. She's been told, you can join us. I'll have a read on that, yeah. 7 of Cups, clouding the issues. Illusion, delusion. 10 of Swords. No, she doesn't do it either. This is an ending. She's going to go through a long, dark night of the soul. 10 of Wands, burden. Might need one more. 9 of Wands, embattled. She's going to have an uphill struggle and be embattled. Lovers. I think she'll leave of her own accord and sign on with someone new. Oh, wait, will they pull the license of AON, Newsmax and News Nation? Interesting question. Hello, Bubba. My big Bubba.
Yeah.
My medium-sized Bubba out there, my little Bubba inside.
Rapidly shrinking. So I lose weight. Yeah. Real or decaf?
I think of decaf. Thank you, darling.
Yeah, it's like number 3.
Love that man. Love that man. Oh, Shepherd. Yeah. He's good. He finally, he had to not sign with anyone for a while. But yeah, I think he's ended up with CNN, hasn't he? But he's good. Well, OAM, Newsmax, and what's the other one? News Nation. Will they pull their licenses? Will their licenses be pulled? Marie Henson said, hi, Bubbas. That's for all 3.
Hello.
Hubby says, hello.
Good morning. What do we got?
Thank you, MK Karen. Oh, Shelby Lisa, you never have to apologise for coming in late. That's all right. I'd love that you join me, whether you...
Ghostbusters comes out on the 19th.
Yes, looking forward to that.
Yes, it'll be fun.
Yeah.
Oh,
What did I see that I thought would look really... Oh, yeah. That, you know that movie they were reviewing with Matt Smith and the girl from Queen's Gambit? Last night in Soho. That looks good.
when did it come out?
Soon, I think. Yeah.
They're saying we won't get it until January 22nd.
What's that?
The next Ghostbuster. But they're releasing it overseas.
Shh, don't tell all our secrets.
Yeah. Okay. Oh God. Ease.
Ex-Marine.
Yeah.
Why is he on a hunger strike? What's he doing in a Russian jail?
Oh.
Anyway, we'll look at the Newsmax, OAN, and what is it? One Nation or One News? What are the three channels again? I'll just go up here.
Oh.
Newsmax, News Nation, and OAN. Okay. Newsmax. They're going to get their license pulled. The Rule of Law with the Emperor. Consequences. King of Cups. Continuing to spread lies. Quite possibly, yeah, the devil. Yeah, quite possibly. Newsmax, yeah, they could. There's a good chance that will happen if they continue to spread the big lie. Somebody heard you groaning and said you can cuss when it hurts. No, thank you.
What's that?
You can cuss when it hurts. Somebody heard you groaning when you twisted.
I don't really cuss much for a change.
Melinda Dutcher, keep your feet in line with your belly button.
Feet in line with the belly button. Okay.
Yeah. I'll have a look at that too. Uncover the News. OAN is the next one.
I don't really cuss
Out in
that
the
much
cold.
for a change, do I?
The Chariot,
Oh.
momentum towards that.
There you go. Interrupt.
Again, they could get it too. They could get their license
Very hot speed.
revoked as well.
Oh. I can cuss.
Just excuse me for a minute.
Oh.
Okay. Quite possibly. And the other one, I've done Newsmax. Is it One America? I cannot remember their names. Newsmax, News Nation, I've done, haven't I? And News on News Nation. Okay. News Nation. Consequences. There's definitely going to be some fines at least. More balanced. I think News Nation might see the writing on the wall, and I think they might take the opportunity to assess what they're doing. They'll still be right wing, but they're going to stop with the big lie. The other ones, now those two guys, the wrongful convictions, vacate the wrongful conviction. More to come tomorrow. Will they get vacated? Will those wrongful convictions get vacated? That means they're gone completely, doesn't it? Will Julius Jones, will he be granted clemency? As a Republican. Oh, Kevin Stitt. Okay, firstly, we'll go Cy Vance. He's moving to get those convictions vacated. Will that happen? Yes. And will Governor Stitt in Oklahoma grant clemency to Julius Jones? He doesn't want to. He does not want to. High Priestess, the Magician, Five of Wands. I think he might. And I think the House, Oklahoma, I think it's going to lead to debate in Oklahoma about getting rid of it. He might. Yeah, I think he will. Oh, yeah. Definitely. Is the Karma bill coming due for the January 6th organised? Yes, over the next few months. Between now and spring, more and more. Hi, Judy Malley. Yeah, Liz Cheney. Her policies might not always be the best, but as a person, as a woman of character, good on her. You know, you don't have to agree with her policies and with some of the decisions she's made to admire the strength of character she shows in the face of increasing hostility by her own party. Canada doesn't want Ted Cruz back. Hasn't he threatened to go live in Canada and run for office there or something? I don't know. He's a bit like Justin Bieber, isn't he? He's the Justin Bieber of politics. I can still remember, I think it was the Sochi Winter Olympics. The gold medal match was between Canada and the US for the ice hockey, and they had projected onto the roof the loser gets to keep Justin Bieber. Or the loser keeps Justin Bieber. I thought that was so funny. It's a bit like that. You never know. He might have loved Cancun so much he might decide to move to Mexico. Let's have a look. What else have I got written down? I've done the debt ceiling. They might be able to do it without the Republicans, but probably not. Midterms, Marjorie Taylor Greene. Is she going to be primaried out? offer she doesn't want. The devil, 8 of Cups, have to walk away. Yes, she's going to get, surprisingly for something that all no cards are still getting the, yes, she's going to be primary. It could move to Brazil. Lauren Boebert, now there's a Democrat running against her, Donald Valdez, at midterms. Will he defeat her? Will Donald Valdez defeat Lauren Boebert? Yeah. Played Ted. The old guy who played Grandpa in the Munsters. He passed, has he? I thought he passed a while back. Yeah, good night, Melinda. Take care of yourself. Okay, let's have a look. What was I looking at? Oh, yeah. Well, Donald Valdez defeat Lauren Boebert. Yes, the Sun. 3 of Pentacles. Yes, good work. The Magician. Yeah, he's got everything he needs to beat her, and it will happen. Yes. Hi, Marie Sutton. Did I say hello to you earlier? Trump versus McConnell. Hi, Countermancy. Big Bird for Senate. Two guys. And honestly, these guys, it's like, was it in England or I think it was Adelaide? They appeared in a court on charges of stealing a Big Bird costume, right? Oh my God. I'll see if I can find the picture. You have to see this pair. I mean, honestly, you really do. Okay, so let's see. Men in court, Big Bird costume. Big Bird costume. Oh, yeah. Here they are. Adelaide's Big Bird bandits appeared in court charged with stealing the sesame seed bird. I mean, honestly, this thing is not cheap, okay? This costume is worth $160,000. So it's not cheap. But you have to see these guys to believe them. Have a look. This is how they fronted up to court. Have a look at this pair of lads. Look at them. How's the best way to see them? I think that way. Look at this pair. I mean, something tells me they weren't taking it all too seriously. Honestly, bit of lightheartedness there. This just like, honestly, I mean, the mullet, One's got a mullet, the other's, it's like, the other's a Steve Buscemi wannabe. It's just, have a look at this pair of legs. Look at them. They stole a Big Bird costume, and it's a serious charge. It's $160,000 worth. But I'm just like, oh my God! I just thought, seriously, some of the things. Patriot takes. Now he's threatening Pelosi. He can't stay there. Now that's an implied threat against Pelosi now too, who's the Speaker of the House. She is second in the line of succession. Or third in line of whatever. She's in the line of succession. So it won't be the FBI, it will be the Secret Service. And the FBI. It wouldn't even surprise me if he walks out that door of Congress and he gets arrested, and when he's back at his office. I think, is he going to be declared? It's Porco. Okay, back to a serious thing. Is Paul Gosar going to be declared unfit for office? The Sergeant at Arms. Is he still in session? Is Paul Gosar going to be declared unfit for office? Out in the cold or hidden? Yeah. Honestly, a psychological evaluation on this man would have revealed all of this stuff. Hi, Fern Robin Blank. Why? Yes. Gosar. I don't know why they haven't suspended him. Yeah. Things are coming to the surface. It's getting worse and worse daily. Yeah, the rule of law. Stability. Page of Wands. 7. Yeah, take a stand, setting boundaries. I think he's going to have to be removed. Knight of Wands. Total. Page of Cups. Total instability. Yeah, I think he's going to be removed and declared unfit. Oh, I think Gosar needs to be removed very soon. I'm just hearing giggling again. Giggle, 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 like he's on the verge of madness. Like he's going to slip over into it at any time. And it's like... That's what he's like on the inside. He's giggling on the inside. This is so funny. It'd be interesting to watch what happens. There's I don't think he'll ever see the inside of a courtroom. Gosa, I don't. Slipping into madness. I think they're going to have to do something. Psychological evaluation. And somebody suggested once that they should have to do a 6-month course in civics to have that under their belt before they can do it. Will there be arrests around the time Michael Cohen's sentence is up in 5 days? Interesting question. Uncover the news. Interesting question. Look, Lauren Boebert and Marjorie Taylor Greene are not crazy. Well, there's definitely going to be somebody facing legal trouble. They cannot get away with it any longer. Page of Pentacles, disruption, temperance, to the balance of life. The Empress, abundance of evidence. 10 of Pentacles. 10, cycle and ending. Truth coming out. I think there are things they've kept things close. They're waiting for his sentence to be up. Definitely family stuff. Yeah, I think there will be. There could be, yeah. No, there's not a distraction with poor Gosa. He genuinely is. He's got problems. Oh, Trump versus McConnell. Will there be a showdown? Six of Swords. Movement towards one. Seven of Cups. Four of Pentacles. Insecurity. McConnell's not scared of Trump. Trump's more scared of McConnell than McConnell is of Trump. What's this Seven of Cups about? So there's Six of Swords, movement towards a showdown. Seven of Cups. About what? Well, pick your poison. A lot of choices here. Definitely a feeling of insecurity, and I do feel that that's Trump. It's clearing the air, maybe. Woof. Constriction. The Eight of Swords painted into a corner. It's gonna come. Yeah. Donald Trump's, I think it's going to be backed into a corner. Two of Pentacles. Clarity. Manipulation. Definitely. Yeah. It's definitely time to clear the air about who really is in charge of the party, I think. The opposites. Tipping point. Two of Swords. Trump. Oh, big tower. It's going to be a big blow up. A big blow up. Somebody's got more in reserve than you think. And it's not Trump. Queen of Cups. Trump is not the panacea for what ails the Republican Party. Well, we all know that. Is McConnell going to win or Trump? What's this? Ooh. Shining a light, a beacon. Get rid of that. Don't know what's under it. No, I haven't. 80 Bryant did cruise. I haven't found it. I will. Yeah. Okay. Will McConnell win or will Biden win or Trump win? Let's see. McConnell, the Emperor. Trump, the Devil. McConnell, a change. Trump, temperance, tampered down. McConnell, the Hierophant, processes, responsibility. Trump, the Ace of Wands, explosive energy. McConnell, the Death card, change. Trump, the Three of Pentacles. McConnell. Look, I think things only until he's gone, McConnell is going to win. I see McConnell possibly retiring. I do feel he's got health problems. With the Four of Swords, Pentacles, having to slow down, Ten of Pentacles, hereditary disease, I think. The Pentacles is health, hereditary disease, inherit. Trump, Devil, tamp down, explosive burst of energy. Once McConnell's gone, he's going to try and build things up, and I'm the new leader, but honestly, there's consequences for his actions just around the corner, and he's going to have to defend himself. So, McConnell will win while he's there, and then Trump will get ahead a bit, but it's not going to be for long. McConnell only won his seat back last year. He died in office. I do feel like he has to retire. I do feel like Amy McGrath. Will Amy McGrath take McConnell's place? Or will Amy McGrath or another Democrat take McConnell's place? Yes. Yes. It's a no, but yes, it's a change that he cannot stop. He's going to have no control over that. He wants to. Yeah, there it is again, the death card and the retirement card. The reader, you do not predict. Okay, so a change that enables some rest. You don't go, predict that. He's gonna have to stop and retire. He's not gonna have any choice. He won't be able to serve. Tipping point. Yeah, and it's coming soon, I think. It's coming soon. You don't ever want to wish bad on people. But he's an elderly gentleman. He's got problems. Yeah, definitely going to be a Democrat. He's got health problems, new direction. Yeah, I do feel like it'll be a Democrat. Time to let go. King of Pentacles. He's been talking. It's an open secret, really, that he's been talking to the governor of Kentucky about this. He's got some really bad health battles coming up, so some things are inevitable, but no pain, as comfortable as he can be. You don't wish him pain. He's been there for a long time. The last few years hasn't done much, but there's been times when he's done a lot with the country. He is trying to get another. That's what the agreement he's trying to come to, but I don't think the governor's. He won't retire till he can get that, but I don't think he's going to have a choice. I don't think the governor's going to do that. He's been talking about it, but all I can say is he's got some struggles ahead. Perhaps, yeah. But he's done a lot, he's done a lot of, just best wishes in his health battles in the future. That's, yeah. You can't ever wish bad. Trump's going to feel like he's on top for a little while, but it's all coming to an end. And yeah, what's this December 3 business? It's the next date he's going to be reinstated. Yeah, I'll be wrapping up in a couple of minutes. Okay. Four of Pentacles. Tipping point. Two of Wands. Four of Pentacles. Insecurity. Keeping things close, very miserly. Tipping point sword with the Two of Swords. Long dark night of the soul. Oh. Page of Pentacles, disruption. Ten of Swords. Page of Pentacles, disruption. Two of Wands. Strategies going. It's justice. I've got on the third line, I've got the 6 for victory. Long dark night of the soul. I've got the sun coming out, exposure on top of the tipping point and disruption. And then I've got the strategy justified with justice and the King of Pentacles. Overall, that could be, he's not going to get reinstated. I know that's just not going to happen. So what is going to be the result? Messengers, emissary, hermit, gathering. Oh, they might attempt it again. They might attempt it again. 9 of Cups, wanting to get their way. This could all be a strategy line. Thank you, Shelby Lisa. Hi, Sharon Stanley. How are you? Four of Wands, gathering. They're gonna try again. Gather, expose the big line, and a gathering. Oh, try and get their way, make their wishes come true about him. I'm going to feel justified, but honestly, I'm reading on the 3rd of December, which is another date that's been touted. 8 of Cups, abandonment, Ace of Pentacles, the Devil. It could be something disruptive happens on the 3rd. So if you're in and around, if you live in that area or work in that area, Sheila, please just, what is the 3rd of December? What day is it? If I'm thinking right, it's a Friday. Yeah, it is. Might be, if you can stay home, do stay home. Just not a good feeling. They might, unless they're stopped beforehand, they might try again. Okay. Yeah. I love SNL. I love this crop of people, but they're the ones I'm most familiar with. Miss Rafferty and Shud, Kate McKinnon characters. Love them. Absolutely love them. Miss Rafferty. I can watch the Ms. Rafferty sketches, or Colleen. I can watch them over and over and over, and every time I end up with just laughing. And especially the second one with Ryan Gosling, where she's handling his ass, and poor old Ryan Gosling's like, he's just shaking with laughter. He cannot stop. No, Cicely Strong ended up putting someone between her and Kate McKinnon. Thank you, Em. Because Kate McKinnon would always grab a boob. Cicely Strong in that second UFO abduction with Kate McKinnon handling Ryan Gosling's backside, lucky woman. And she's just sitting there going, trying not to look. It's just hilarious. There was one with Mikey David, and she's going, came out that Ms. Rafferty or Colleen is only 28, and he's going, or 27, he's going, you're only more cowbell. That's a great one. I have to, and the one with Mikey Day, and I think it was, who was it? I can't, Blondes. And Keenan Thompson's the reporter, and it's after an earthquake or a sinkhole opening up, and they're interviewing it, and Mikey Day plays someone called Matt Schatt, and he's got socks and sandals, and drives a Sportage, and every fact that comes out that this guy is married to this gorgeous woman, just cracks me up. They do get some things wrong. Funny as they are, sometimes they get some things wrong, but yeah. Oh, Carol Burnett, I love that. The elephant story sketch. Okay. Yeah, sweaty balls. Oh, I do have to go, guys. Hello? Anyway, I'm going to go now. Okay, so thank you very much. Stay safe, stay strong, stay healthy, and stay loving. And I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.